I'm recovering from a bad cold. I was mostly bedridden yesterday, just malaise, but I'm on the upswing, so we'll see how long this stream lasts. Still not feeling 100%. Okay, so this is Command & Conquer, the original Command & Conquer. Retroactively, they renamed it Command & Conquer 1 Tiberian Dawn. Let's go ahead and watch the introduction.
The Grain Trade Center in Vienna was the 17th urban bombing in 4 weeks, blamed on Nod terrorists.
The Security Commission remains in closed session tonight following Nod terrorist actions in Slovenia.
At least your mother tipped well.
Harsh, unforgiving wilderness.
New Tiberium harvesting methods instituted by the Brotherhood of Nod increase profitability by 49%.
Nod Tiberium holdings now account for almost half of the world's known supply, giving the quasi-terrorist group incredible leverage in the London Gold Exchange. On the domestic side,
cover of Tiberium ignored reporters at Hong Kong's Second World Tiberium Economic Impact Summit. Mobius is expected to refute charges from the scientific community that Tiberium might be dangerous.
مع اللون الأصفر.
As the GDI forces take off in another Nod assault, the free world holds its breath. This is Greg Burdett, WWN, somewhere in the Mediterranean.
Are you picking this up? Deactivate your defense matrix.
The 1990s. So these are like trailers for Red Alert and Tiberian Sun, so we'll just skip these. But that's the intro. Coming attraction, like we're in the theater. Alrighty. Well, if that intro gives you a bit of an idea of the era of gaming that we're going back to today. Alright. Let's start with GDI.
Global Defense Initiative selected.
Are you picking this up? Good. I know you need more deep background, but we're up against it. Nod forces have fortified this beachhead at X-16Y42. Intelligence is still coming in, so we can't tell you a lot. But we found a chink in their armor. Commander Carter can sneak you and some backup forces on shore right here. You may get some artillery support from his gunboats, but this is mostly grunt work. Your mission is simple. Knock out all fortifications, eliminate all Nod troops, and establish a beachhead by building your base. Good luck.
Graphically, the first mission's going to look all messed up. Just a forewarning, it's only going to be the first mission. You'll see momentarily.
Reinforcements have
Oh, maybe not. It might be up in the upper left. There it is. Okay. So basically, this map is too small. First off, let me see if I can turn down some of this. It's a little too loud. Okay. I think this is a little more reasonable. You guys think about the sound? Is this okay?
Reinforcements have arrived.
Okay. So anyway, the right side of the map, it's black now, but basically this map is too small. I can't even scroll. The size of the map is what we see right here. So you can see like real tiny stuff.
Reinforcements have arrived.
So our units are pretty stupid in this game. I don't really know how much of an intro to give to this. I guess you'll just see as I continue to play it what kind of weird stuff is happening here. So it's Command and Conquer, not like Generals, because in Generals you have a little worker. That's exclusive, pretty much just to Generals in terms of the Command and Conquer franchise. Typically you have the sidebar, and this is where you build stuff from. So you have resources up here. You pick what you want to build, and then you just dump the building. Typically, you have to build close to buildings that already exist. I don't know that much about this game, so I'm counting on the chat to help me out when I get stuck, because I'm going to struggle a lot, I suspect. Again, let me know how the volume is, if the in-game is too loud or not. I can continue to adjust it. So in this one, all we have to do is destroy stuff. Use the units provided to protect the mobile construction vehicle, the MCV. You should then deploy the MCV by double-clicking it. You can then begin to build up a base, start with a power plant, finally search out and destroy all enemy units. Okay. So I do believe that you can hotkey. Let's check. Yes, you can hotkey, but you cannot... There are no... I'm sorry, you can make control groups, but there are no hotkeys to build and stuff. But I mean, as if I would use that anyway. But there's no auto attack. You simply just have to left click. There's no right clicking. Right clicking just deselects. So it's just you find stuff, you left click on it. That's it. That's very reductive. This game is very hard, primarily because it's very old and the mechanics are not great. The screams are coming in nicely. Thank you, Phantom Physics. That's exactly what I was hoping to focus on here.
Mission accomplished.
That was it. That was mission 1. We did it. Yep, this was all inside that truck. I love the live-action cutscenes. They're so bizarre. What a treat. Looks like J Test beat us in score. Uh-oh, I think it crashed. It crashed. Can you load? Because I haven't been saving. So what happens here? So if I... This is... Oh, no! There we go! Okay, we're back. So I can't see where my options are. I'm going to assume it's... oh, it's up here. So yeah, you can pick where you go. Sometimes there's like a choice of 2 or 3. And some are just notoriously harder than others, so hopefully chat can tell me which is worse. Yeah, so just a quick thing, the more production buildings you build, the faster the units that come out of those production buildings train. Just a minor little thing. I find that the economy of this game and the original Red Alert is fairly insufferable, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, we're going to Estonia.
Good job with the beachhead, Commander. It's time to bring you up to speed on Nod so you know what you're dealing with. This is Kane, the self-appointed leader of the Brotherhood of Nod. Stand by, I'll link us up.
Condition critical. Know why Nod had this beach bottled up? They're protecting a big Tiberian refinery that intelligence somehow missed. We need backup now. Nod troops are pouring out of their base, strangling our foothold. We gotta knock out that refinery, eliminate all Nod forces before we lose our position. I don't know how long we can hold out.
Damn. You heard the man. What are you waiting for?
Our base is under attack.
Oh, here we are.
Building. On hold. Unit lost.
Okay, well, we start with virtually nothing here. We'll get a little base. So we could scroll this map. Wahoo. So I'm playing on a tiny little window, so it's kind of hard for me to see what's going on. I could probably full screen it, but to get it to be able to repair and stuff. Or I'm sorry, record. I was thinking repair because my building is damaged.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I think one of my main complaints with this game is the way that it's built, especially with how you harvest resources. It's very limited and very slow. And you can up the game speed, but again, there's only a limited amount of resources typically in each mission. So what tends to end up happening is, unless you do exactly the correct strategy in order to win, then there's no room for experimentation, is what I'm saying. Like there's no way for you to like really learn. You just lose and you run out of money on the map and you have to start it again. I should get in the habit, as Chad has warned me, of saving at the start of every mission. Because otherwise, there's no progress saved on the main menu. Is my understanding.
New construction options.
Okay, and then there's a repair option here. Actually, yeah. So the map is still pretty small. So like this is all dark, which means this little graphical thing's gonna sit there. So yeah, there's just like a global repair, which is goofy to me. There's all sorts of stuff to do here. But this is just another one where I think we just have to go and find the base and destroy it. All Nod units and structures must be destroyed or captured. We'll talk about the capturing momentarily. I got another barracks.
Unit ready.
So yeah, I'm familiar with a lot of the basic mechanics of this game.
Construction complete.
So like I know how to play it. There's going to be some hotkeys. Like there's like a force move option, which forces your vehicles to run things over, because for some reason they won't do it automatically. You would think that by default they should.
Unit ready. Primary building selected.
See, so now our minigunners build a lot faster. So this is just experimentation in terms of like what people want to see. Is this like a game people would legitimately want to watch me play the entirety of? Because that would be insane, I think. To play through the entirety of this. I can say for almost certain that I will not play Covert Ops because the skill ceiling there is pretty absurd. Not even the ceiling, but just the skill floor, really. So let's just build some units at home to protect us. As you can see, we're getting kind of flanked. Let's grab our engineers and move on up here. So engineers instantly capture enemy buildings. It's pretty absurd.
Unit ready. Building.
In this game, you do not even have to damage the building. I believe that's in Red Alert, you have to damage the building. In this, as long as your engineer runs up to the building, it can just instantly capture it. So for example, you just throw a bunch of engineers in APCs, and then you just run into the enemy base, and it's yours. So let's move on up here. We're going to get run over by this harvester. Actually, let's let the harvester dock.
Our base is under attack. Reinforcements have arrived.
If possible. Now we're going to run in and try to capture this while the harvester's in it, and then we get the harvester as well. Okay, well, they're flooding into us. We got to move in with these engineers. I really wanted to capture this. Never mind. Okay, that's fine. Enemy harvesters tend to run over your stuff. There we go. Captured.
Building. Unit ready. Building. Unable to comply. Building.
Do I have any engineers left? I didn't hotkey them, so I wouldn't know. Let's move on in. The AI is like pristine with running your stuff over. So just like generals, if you capture enemy tech, then you can build their stuff. Let's just destroy their construction yard. I don't think they have any pre-placed production besides the construction yard. Yeah, get used to those infantry screens. You get a 50% rate boost. I assume that's logarithmic, so like it tapers off over time, if I had to imagine. It's saying that a lot lately. If I had to imagine, if I'm being honest, I've noticed that I'm becoming self-conscious of saying that too much. I don't think there is a hand of Nod in this base. But yeah, basically you just run into the enemy buildings with an APC, unload a bunch of engineers, instant capture all their stuff. There is a hand of Nod. Instant capture all their stuff, and then just sell it all. And that's it. There we go. Mission 2 done. Bum ba bum. Yes, I'm familiar that if you capture the refinery with the thing inside of it, you get the harvester as well. I tried to do that. Couldn't quite get my engineer up there. Also the silos. If you capture the silos, you get all the money that's inside of them as well. Beyond the Dark Portal sure looks weird. You are victorious! Alright, it looks like every time this map comes up, I get a bit of a stutter. Game freezes. It should come back. Jay, any new Warcraft plans? No, not currently. Probably just going to continue Arcane. But we'll be done with Arcane in probably a month or so. Then I'm not sure what. Alright, here we go. Latvia. Lithuania is likely next.
I know I promised more deep background on Kane and Nod, but there'll be time for that later. Carter says you hit the ground fighting. Nice job. Now we need that again. Somewhere in this section is a Nod base. It's protected against airstrikes by Nod SAM sites. Knock them out so Colonel Morelli can provide air support. That should make it easier for you to take out the base. I'll be out of the loop for a couple of days doing civvy time at the UN. Don't let me down.
What, you can't read your email? I don't think that's what grenades do. Here we are. So this is our first, I would say, real macro mission, because I believe that we had the ability to harvest. I guess we could have in the last one, too.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Please, 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 stop, stop. Where are you going? Anywhere here would be fine, thank you. Okay, so now we have grenadiers. You can tell the difference only because they're slightly blue. They have like a little blue sash.
New construction options.
So those do friendly fire.
Building.
Now let's get a refinery. These cinematics are good for its time. I mean, they're live action. Mostly. So the version I'm playing is the freeware version from CNC.net with the latest patch that was done.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Let's get a barracks, and then communication just gives you a mini-map.
Construction complete.
Yeah, you think you can't see. You at least are able to full screen it. I can see nothing. I seriously, I'm playing on a tiny window. Alas.
Building.
Let's get some minigunners and grenadiers.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building.
So, Chenla said I may be able to rally. Not sure what I just did.
Construction complete.
So maybe there is a control. Oh, there might be an attack move actually.
Reporting. Moving out.
It didn't seem like it worked with the rally points, but there we go. Now we have a little mini map. Good luck trying to see that.
Building. Unit ready. Building.
So it's only particularly small because I'm
Building.
I'm playing. See, why would the harvester go all the way up there? It's only small because I'm playing on an updated version meant for current resolutions, which allows me to play stretched like this, so it's full screen. Like honestly, I could look through my broadcaster window and it would be larger than what I'm currently seeing on my actual screen.
Building.
So I assume this is another one, just destroy everything for the most part, but I think we have to kill the SAM sites, which is a persistent mechanic. Most macro maps have SAM sites, and when you destroy them all, you have access to an airstrike. So see how you get tiny bits of income? I could speed the game up.
Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Okay, rocket troopers obviously counter our Our Humvees. We can't build any other Humvees right now, though, so... Missions like this, though, it's very easy to lose quickly when you don't realize that, like, typically, like, an enemy harvester will end up running over all your infantry, and that's the entirety of your army, and then you don't have enough money to build anything else. I'll play an open RA. There's a scale in the settings. Is that only for Red Alert, though, or is that, Hang on, let me try this. So if I hold Control, Alt, and click... It looked like maybe they did auto-attack there. Kinda hard to tell.
Building. Unable to comply with building in progress.
Let's get another barracks and speed this up.
Unit ready.
Yeah, when you have multiple harvesters, it does speed up, that's for sure.
Construction complete.
Open RAs for Dune 2000 and Red Alert 1. Okay, well, when I play Red Alert one day, then I will keep that in mind.
Building.
I'll look into... I'm playing on the Gold Edition, so I'll look into... No, you're gonna die. I'll look into hotkeys and stuff there, because again, it looks like there is like a mild auto attack. Hang on, let's try this. No. See, like my cursor changes. I don't know what the red means. It's also quite challenging for me to select units, as you can imagine. So again, this might not be a series that lasts for too long. I'd like to play basically until I get to a point where I don't think I can win. Like Warcraft 2, I legit finished, but this is one where I'm not really sure. We don't have rocket troopers. Those will replace our grenadiers soon, once we're able to build them. Another strategy that I kind of... Yeah, see, wow, okay. Maybe we need to back up here. Or keep making grenadiers, get these guys up here. Grenadiers, get up there. It's a lot of rocket troopers. But yeah, I don't see myself actually finishing this, but I'll try. But that's partly because it's hard to play. It's very small. There's always the sandbag trick. Oh, OpenRA also has Tiberian Done, but for the 3 games there's missing missions, and also they work pretty differently from the originals. Okay. Select your barracks, hold Control and Alt, and try left-clicking somewhere. Okay.
Primary building selected. Building.
Let's see if that changes.
Unit ready. Building.
Nah, it didn't work. Might be even a different version. I mean, in theory, the patch that I have should be the latest version.
Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
The AI is protective of harvesters. Got it. That's why all that stuff came running out to us. They can't... I don't think they have the ability to rebuild their harvesters at this point.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Maybe I'll just leave that harvester alone.
Unit ready. Building.
So hear me out. Here's what we do in the future. We run in with APCs and we capture a building. It doesn't matter what it is. But because we own a building in the enemy base, then we're able to build like a barracks in the middle of their base, and then we just change that to our primary building and start pumping out units. That's how it's going to roll. These turrets are good anti-vehicle, but not infantry.
You got it.
As you can see now, we have no money. We're just waiting for money. Okay, I think we just hit our own guys. Attack harvester and you get all enemy units attacking. Got it. Okay, see that stuff like that, that's good to know. I didn't know that. That also means that their base is pretty much cleared out as they try to rebuild it all. Is there a SAM site in the upper left? Does anybody actually know? Also, walking over Tiberian with infantry damages and eventually kills them. This music is so weird. Boom 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 doodle doodle doodle. Bum 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 bum. GDI have the hardest micro missions. Yeah, I don't think there's anything up here. So I guess let's avoid the harvester, also because I don't want it to run me over. Just do it up.
Silos needed.
Oh, we need silos. Okay, well, we should actually be spending our money.
Ready. Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
We're gonna get run over by this harvester. Avoid.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Kill this.
Building.
See, engineers cost 500 too, which is obviously I don't have that amount of money, so. I mean, I do, barely, but... Also, it's funny how there's just a global repair, so anytime you're attacking something, they can just repair it. I mean, so can I, but I think it's funny. Get all these rocket troopers.
Unit lost. On hold.
Spam rocket troopers for vehicles, spam infantry for just in general. Yeah, so we don't have rocket troopers right now. One day. Don't get run over. Harvesters don't give a fuck. They'll run you over. Okay, we need to just get to their production. So if we had an engineer with us, we could instantly nullify the barracks. But it's getting one up there. That's the challenging part.
Building. Unit lost. Building.
Jay, you think I can build silos? Oh, I can build silos. We'll just spend our money until... There we go. There, the Hand of Nod is gone, so we've done it.
Unit ready.
So the grenades attack ground, so it's kind of hard to actually hit stuff with them. I don't plan on making many grenadiers in the future. It's going to be rocket troopers and normal infantry. Well, we did it. As you can see, missions 1 and 2 were a relative breeze. This one, the amount of enemies, the amount of enemy units that Nod makes, like, you could very easily lose because otherwise you just sit and you wait for resources forever. Forever you're waiting for resources. I think eventually you get the ability to reveal the whole map, maybe? Not sure about that. Just destroy this. No! Ah, he lives! I must have attacked the harvesters. Silos needed. Make grenadiers and... Okay, I guess I could capture the enemy silos. I like how sometimes the enemy units, they like crawl around. I think ours do that too, but... So we don't need to destroy this stuff. We only need to destroy the SAM sites, right? So let's get out of this base. Just destroy the silo.
Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building. Unable to comply.
No map reveals in CNC1. Okay.
Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Okay, so I don't think the enemy has any other way to reinforce what they've got. So let's
Building.
let's go and find the remainder of the
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
SAM sites.
Building.
Oh my god, this music.
On hold. Cancel.
Yeah, so the silos just allow you to store more money at a time. Nothing fancy. This might be where I should consider increasing the game speed. I don't even know if there's a SAM site down here. I don't know where anything is on these maps. No idea. Just don't walk through Tiberian, please. It's got to be like up in the upper right.
Reporting. Affirmative. Ready. Got it. Waiting. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. You got it.
You need to kill everything SAM sites, just allow airstrikes. Okay. Got it.
Acknowledged. Moving out.
Well, let's go and find the last SAM site. I think it's through this Tiberium, actually. I think it's right down here.
Moving out.
Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Is it? Is it?
Lost.
Yeah, so you can hear them dying. The cries of agony when they die to Tiberium is even worse.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Upper left base of
Building.
Nod has one. Okay. then we can airstrike this this turret.
On hold. Cancel.
So yeah, we can't build more of these guys. I'm not sure why, like the little scrolly things, why it doesn't go down the whole screen. It might just be a part of the patch that I'm using. Nope, nope, get up there.
Right away, sir. Right away, sir.
Are we able to destroy this fast enough? No, okay, we got it. It's a stupid global repair. You could build a second refinery to get a second truck. Indeed.
Roger.
Oh, it's Masked Imposter. How's it going, man?
You got it. Moving out.
There we go. There's
Select
our airstrike.
Target. Select target.
Let's go ahead and destroy this final,
Ready and waiting.
See, there he goes. It's like a little A-10 plane.
Ready and waiting.
So that'll be useful in the future.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
Game was designed for 320 by 240 screens, indeed. So that's why it's just small. I'll look into the open RA version of it. It took me forever just getting this version working, so I'm kind of skeptical that I could get anything to work properly. There's one. Oh, that's a civilian.
Silos needed.
Don't even bother going air. Orcas suck. I will take your word for it. There must be like 1 or 2 enemy troops somewhere.
Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Open RA is a different game. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Progress. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Are there cheats in this game, like ways to reveal the map or stuff like that? Because that's probably something I want to look into.
Roger. Affirmative.
Maybe there's something like right up there. Go check, buddy.
Got it. Reporting. Roger. Roger. Mechanical man.
Oh, it's on the map. I can't tell. I am a mechanical man. No cheats. Oh, their harvester's just sitting in the middle of the type. Oh, that's gonna be tough to kill then. Especially if it starts running me over.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Notorious for not having
Unit
cheats.
ready. Building.
Yeah, so it's
Unit ready.
as is typical with my other types of gaming. I just, especially when I'm recording, sometimes cheats are nice just to speed things up. If we're in like this, like we have to find a harvester or something. This is going to be tricky because if it's hiding in the Tiberian fields. Okay, good. It's on the left. Now it's going to start trying to run me over.
Mission accomplished.
Wow. Okay, there we go. Use your own harvester to block paths of enemy harvesters. That's not what it's like. That's not what it's like in the game. Alright, J-Test still hasn't been usurped from Mission 2.